Thank you for joining us today. My name is John Dubas with Premier Senior Marketing, and we'll be spending the next half hour or so discussing a coordination of grassroots marketing campaigns to put you in front of individuals in your chosen market. What we're looking to do is to drive traffic to a particular location or individual, and we can use this in a couple of different ways. For those agents who maintain an office, a private office outside of their home or their car, these are opportunities then to drive traffic to that office. And for agents who choose to participate in market venue programs, such as the retail campaigns offered through Walmart or one of the carriers such as United Healthcare or Aetna, this allows us to coordinate that campaign into something a little more cohesive where we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, and allows a driving up of the success of each of the components that we choose to use as part of our overall marketing campaign. So what we're looking to do here basically is use a number of different locations that will help us drive traffic and create other marketing opportunities. What we need to do is basically implement some basic steps, and the first of which is to choose our target market. For an agent who has rented an office or has an office, obviously that decision has been made. For other agents who are looking to participate in a campaign such as Walmart or one of the other retail campaigns, choosing a location is very important. It's the old retail adage, location, location, location. Very important, and it gives us an idea then of what product mix we have available that's appropriate for that area, and it gives us an opportunity to come up with a plan as to how to make that investment of your time as successful as possible. Once you've selected that point of activity, you're going to go into the area and make certain that it is, one, an area you're comfortable working in, and that you have people and other support mechanisms in that area that will help make you successful. It is also a location that you would have to look at and determine, is this something that I'm going to be able to use on a continuous basis, or is this seasonal? Many of the retail campaigns exist only during open enrollment periods, and that changes some of the mix of the product that we have available or would have to offer on an ongoing basis. By that I mean some locations will allow you to be there year-round, and if so, you want to make certain that you have a full portfolio to offer and be successful and take advantage of the time that you spend in that location. Some of the things that we do is identify different key centers of influence within that market. Those include churches, other faith-based organizations, senior centers, nutrition sites, restaurants. I call them blue hair havens. These are places where our target demographic congregates. And then, of course, provider sites within the area. This may include the pharmacists with whom we're working, or if we're targeting with our own office, pharmacies in the area. It also includes different primary care physicians and specialists and dentists and other providers of care in that area, places where we can get our message out. Additionally, there are other areas of traffic-driven locations that can help us spread our gospel. This includes different grocery stores, coffee shops, beauty parlors, bingo halls, different locations where we can publicize our time at a particular location, or the location itself if it is an office that we have rented on a continuous basis. You have a multitude of topics that you can discuss as you approach these different locations. And so the location that you visit, if it's a senior center or if it's a church or a senior living facility, it may also be an opportunity to market at that facility as well. Having a number of presentations that you have available to either do a group seminar or perhaps a camp where you're there for a period of time to set up appointments to come visit with you. Not everyone's comfortable doing a group seminar, but you can still take advantage of that location and the opportunity. What you need to do is bring value to that location with the material that you have available. We have a number of presentations that help you explain the different facets of Medicare, Medicare 101, programs that explain Medicare supplement, prescription drug programs, Medicare Advantage programs. We have programs that will help you explain final expense and a pre-planning process. There are programs out there that can help you explain the entitlement programs certain people may qualify for, such as the extra help programs, the low-income subsidy programs to help with cost of prescription drugs and those plans, Medicare savings programs that can help with the Part B premium and other medical expenses as well. You have the opportunity to present that in a group setting, or because you are an independent agent offering multiple programs, you can also consult with people, obviously on a one-on-one basis, at either their home, your office, or a mutually convenient location. So what we're looking to do is plant seeds, and that gives us then an opportunity to go into different areas and offer what we have as part of our portfolio. Consider the faith-based community. At this time of the year, you're going to start to be presented with opportunities to schedule group presentations for various Medicare Advantage plans with whom you are contracted. Many of these carriers will offer you support in the presentation material, perhaps the presentation itself. They want you to set up the meeting site, absorb at least a portion of that cost, and then drive people to that site as well. Some may offer some support to gain you an audience, but that's the critical part of all. There's nothing more discouraging than having a party and no one showing up. So let's work with an organization that can help us draw that audience and do so in an environment that is one that they trust and one that they will respond to. Let's face it, in many circumstances, people will receive so much bulk mail during open enrollment that they don't respond to any of it. The decision to make a decision is a decision, and that's something we face all the time. These circumstances, by working with an organization that has the audience built in, that allows us to have a minimal outlay of cost to help drive to market because they're drawing the audience to you, and it allows you greater success because you're establishing a relationship as well. It's something you're going to do with consistency. You have a multitude of topics that you can discuss, so you can rotate through those different topics throughout the year based on the timing of those presentations. It gives you then an opportunity to utilize your full portfolio of products and also establish yourself as a subject matter expert in your chosen target market. It's also an opportunity where you are dealing with a public that in many circumstances will not respond to other outward marketing initiatives. You have people that will go to their church for a meeting that don't respond to direct mail, don't answer a telephone call, don't respond to TV or radio or newspaper advertisements. So it's a great way to reach a segment of the market that's not responding to other outreach and do so in a trusted environment. It also gives you an opportunity to establish a relationship with that community and others that they can refer to you. One of the reasons many agents don't get referrals is they don't ask for them. And in many circumstances, we also buttonhole ourselves into the mindset that that referral is just person to person. If you're dealing with communities, if you're dealing with a church, or if you're dealing with a senior center, many times the people who run those particular locations have relationships with people in other locations with like responsibilities, and that also is a referral opportunity, a great way to spread your influence with a recommendation from a group that you already work with. Some of those senior centers have been hit up many times by individuals with a similar type of approach. But many of them are approached with, hey, I'm selling, you buying type of mentality. And what we have is an opportunity to go in and offer a value proposition, things that can really help the people that they're serving. So going in with informational programs and the mindset of, well, I may not be able to present in this particular location, but I give them an opportunity to know that my office is here, or I am in this particular pharmacy at this date and time, and they can come and meet me in a public location for the information that they need. So having flyers created that help publicize your office or your marketing initiative in a retail location can help drive traffic to you, and you're delivering value to that senior center. You have means that can help you locate these different centers of influence as well. God bless Google. There are a number of different websites on the internet that will give you an opportunity to locate different senior living facilities, but there are also websites that are available to help you locate a multitude of faith-based organizations as well. Churchangel.com is a great location to go find faith-based organization locations in your target market. A great way for you to go in there and organize your campaign and your outreach to the people that you're looking to help in your target market. Depending upon your target market as well, if you're looking to work with the low-income population on a continuous basis, many of the food pantries or nutrition sites are great locations for you to go and make certain that they know that you're available to help them with counsel on questions that they have on topics that are important to them. You have to be careful and mindful of the different NIPA regulations of how you dispense information if there is any kind of food delivery as part of that location. But knowing their rules and working with those rules give you a great opportunity to reach a population that once again may not be responding to other types of advertisement. In addition to going to where someone seeks care, or when they going to where they worship, going to where they live, that's a great way to actually get in front of people. So having the information about public housing authorities and their facilities and approaching them with that same sort of informational slant of, I have material that can help your people become cognitive of the programs that are there for them to help them, can be a great way of getting in and doing group presentations at these locations, or once again leaving information about where you're located as a resource in the community for them to come and ask questions, be it at a Walmart or at your office or at a Kroger or whatever other retail facility that you may be working with. This applies not only to the public housing authorities but also other senior living resources, assisted living facilities, or different places where you can once again go spread your gospel of, I can do a meeting with you, for you, or you can have your folks visit me in a public venue so they feel comfortable with that approach as well. One of the things that gives us an opportunity to reach into multi-generational lead generation is through adult daycare facilities. These are normally locations that include a third-party decision maker. And when we deal with that target market where someone else is signing for that individual, this is a great way to reach into that particular market, but it's also then a great way to deal with a piece of the public that is aware of the need of product that you have to offer. Long-term care coverage, being aware of some of the programs that you can use to help them help the people they're responsible for. So having good relationships with these type of facilities get you into a multi-generational type of lead source as well. And then of course there are the providers of the care of the programs that you're offering. be it healthcare programs for under 65 or for the Medicare generation. These are great centers of influence to their patients. In many cases, they're more influential even than family members, and having that type of relationship with them and delivering service to them allows you to generate referrals on an ongoing basis throughout the year. And keep in mind that many of these providers could be potential prospects and clients themselves. Many of the physicians that are practicing, well, their disability insurance was probably taken out early in their career. They haven't had a review of those coverages and may be due for such coverage review now. A great way for you to get in front of public that need your service on an ongoing basis, not only for the people they serve, but for themselves as well. That might include the pharmacist that you're dealing with in a retail location or others that you target around your office. It may be the physicians that are primary care within the organizations that you serve and contract with. The specialist will come as part of it, but also consider the dentist in a particular area. Dental programs are great demand programs, and it's another way of you spreading your name and the information that you have available to you to the public in your target market. Keep in mind, it's not just those doctors, it's those pharmacists. And if you are working a retail program that is seasonal in nature, once open enrollment closes, don't forget about them. Go back and visit them at least once a month. Make certain that they have your material and that they're aware of the fact that you're a resource for them. Many of them have the wherewithal to do a planned type of review, but they're not insurance agents, and that's not really their job, and they'd like to outsource that. That is where you come into play. Having knowledge of the different assistance programs to help with the cost of those medications is a great assistance to them. Nothing's more frustrating to a pharmacist than someone getting to the counter and then discovering that I can't afford to pick up my meds. Well, having that sort of assistance program centered for and through an agent that helps them allow their folks to actually pick up their meds can be a great resource for them. And you have tools that you can use with all sorts of providers across the board to spread that gospel. And remember, pharmacists too are a little higher income individual, much like doctors, and they are a great source of prospecting as well. It's very important with all these different locations that you're visiting and dispersing material that you keep a journal of those individuals, when you visit them, who you spoke to, and what material that you leave with them. And then take that material and go back and share it with the hub of activity that you're using in the community if you're not working out of your office itself. So if you've selected a Walmart in a particular location and you're working these different centers of influence around it and you're dispersing this material, then take that information back to that department manager, to the store manager, and let them know that you are out there marketing their location to drive them business as well. And you'd be amazed at the difference that's going to make in your relationship with those key individuals in your chosen location. They're going to drive business to you as well because they realize that you're driving business to them. You have all manner of support available to you. If you are working in a particular location for Walmart, for example, you have multiple carriers that you have to have contracts with in order to participate in that program. Each of those carriers have support programs to help make you successful in that location, and having multiple locations or multiple carriers within the location allows you to have multiple sources of support. It also gives you the opportunity then to work with the organizations with who you contract. Folks like us here at Premier who have programs that can help you drive additional traffic as well. And then of course, you are your own most important resource. You are the driver of the success of your campaign, and that is by working your community and making certain that the time that you spend at that retail location is profitable and business minded. You have a full portfolio of products available for you to do that and make available to make the program a success. Keep in mind, with certain carriers, if you're working a retail location for United Healthcare, you're showing United Healthcare product there, and you're not talking about anything else in that location. That doesn't mean you can't talk to the people that you visit with outside of that location about other things thereafter. So you have a full portfolio of product that you can offer and create multiple revenue streams and for your agency and support multiple needs of your prospects and clients by using that full portfolio. We have a great, easy way for you to contract with multiple carriers by setting up your agent profile through SuranceBay and completing contracting on an electronic basis to make this very simple for you. So keep in mind, a lot of the activity that you do now affects not only current production, but business down the line. It's going to create regular selling opportunities for you. Keep in mind that during open enrollment, you have a concentrated time period of marketing activity, but more business is actually sold during lock-in in the Medicare world than it is during open enrollment. You have a whole bunch of people that are eligible for special election periods, and this is the way to mine your community to do that. You create these great community contacts that are sending you referrals on an ongoing basis, and you're doing that year-round. They're helping you find people, and that's very important for the success of your agency to do that and fill that pipeline for the future as well. The big point of it is, when all is said and done, more is said than done. If you've created your marketing plan and look to incorporate in market venue activity, retail activity, community-based activity, as you probably should, because you don't want all your eggs in one basket. You want multiple lead sources working for you. You've got to have your plan in place and work it. And that includes making certain that you're prepared by being contracted and certified for the programs that you need and that you're actively marketing. The biggest thing is to do the old adage that the athletic company says, Nike is not entirely without wisdom. That's just do it. It's get out and do it. Don't procrastinate, and you have opportunities to do things now. You have a number of folks within our organization that would be happy to help you with marketing programs and making certain that you have the product available to be successful. 1-800-365-8208 can get you in touch with a number of folks in different areas within our organization to make certain that you are equipped for maximum success. We invite you to visit with us. We appreciate the time that you spent with us today. And hey, we look forward to visiting with you in the near future. We wish you happy selling.